3,000 children in Clark County are in the child welfare system, taken from their homes due to neglect or abuse.
Clark County's Department of Family Services is responsible for protecting them. But as Contact 13 Chief Investigator Darcy Spears reports, many say the county is not always acting in the best interest of these vulnerable children.
And it's a pain I still have today.
Antonio Nieves and his siblings grew up bouncing from home to home. His mother gave him up when he was 3 years old.
She didn't reach out to us, and she was always less than 8 miles away from us.
No phone calls,
no phone calls, no letters.
Now he worries about his youngest brother and sister, ages 3 and 6. The children, whose identities we're protecting, were recently taken away from the home they'd lived in most of their lives, away from parents intent on adopting them, and returned to the birth mother they barely knew despite her struggles with mental illness.
I don't believe my mom is able to take care of my 2 siblings, just like she hasn't been able to take care of the rest of us.
8 children in all. For a few months, Cassie fostered the little sister we're talking about in this story.
This is a 4-seam fastball.
She formally adopted Matthew, one of Antonio's younger brothers.
So we stayed under the D Street Bridge. Somebody called CPS reporting we were taken.
What do you see with the system in terms of how it's functioned with this family?
I see it's very twisted. It's very broken.
A social worker involved with the kids' case also thinks the County Department of Family Services and the court failed the children when they were abruptly given to their biological mother with no transition plan. In a statement to Contact 13, she wrote, "The kids both have attachment issues and had very little idea of who their birth parents were. All of the work we had done over the preceding months was erased."
What sense can you make of what's happened here?
I can't make sense of it. It boggles my mind how the system can do this and justify it.
Ed Cotton is a former director of the Nevada Division of Child and Family Services. He says this case raises red flags, and the DFS director could reopen it and possibly prevent a tragedy. But he emphasizes the entire system needs an overhaul.
They need transparency.
The county refused our request for an interview and would not provide any information on their role in this case.
Defensiveness. You know, putting up the blockades around rather than saying, I want to find out what the heck happened here.
Math is like my favorite subject at school.
Cassie and her husband are left picking up the pieces with their adopted son.
He never had a father that would take him out and play ball with him even. He didn't know when his next meal was gonna be given to him or if he was even gonna have a next meal.
And they all worry about the youngest and what may come.
Do you believe that the courts and DFS has put them into danger?
Yes, I believe that they have failed these children and that they have very much put them into danger.
The children's father is a convicted felon. Neither he nor his attorney returned our calls for comment. The mother, who they're living with now, agreed to an interview, but then her attorney called it off. Instead, he sent a statement praising DFS for the reunification and questioning all who are criticizing that. His statement is on our website at ktnv.com. Darcy Spears, 13 Action News.